Hello everyone, and welcome to a very different style of video. So, recently I've been trying to get into a lot of Pokemon ROM hacks and fan games, and I found a very cool fan game called Pokemon Red's Chronicles. And what this game is about, you essentially take the role of Red, and the main storyline of the game is you need to find your father because he's been missing for like 9 years, which is a pretty insane story because from the Reds anime itself, I'm pretty sure that wasn't even the story. I think it was just how he rose to fame and became the most, or the best trainer that there ever was, right? Pun not intended, pun not. But this game is truly a masterpiece. I literally just can't wrap my head around it. So, this game is very interesting because it's basically fresh out of the oven, okay? About half of Kanto is done so far, about just over half of Kanto. You can do like 5 gyms because this game is being developed by one single creator, which is absolutely insane. This creator as well, his name is Kit. He is an absolute bloody legend, okay? You download the game from his Discord. The first language of the game is French, but it does have an English translation. But Kit is absolutely bloody amazing because he's extremely active on his Discord and he loves the community. He's a really nice guy. So I thought, you know, I'd try and help him out. You know, I'd give this game some recognition because honestly, this game is so incredibly fun, but it has such a small community. I personally have clocked in about 20 hours into this game already because I don't know what it is about it, but it is just so damn fun. It is insane. I don't know how Kit has done it, but he just made this game so interesting that you just want to keep playing. And I think one of my favorite things about this game is the visuals. For some reason, and I don't know how he's done it, but Kit has made this game look so goddamn good for a pixelated game. It is absolutely insane. Genuinely, it is one of the craziest things to comprehend about this game. Like, at nighttime, it is absolutely beautiful. Obviously, it's daytime at the minute, but I kind of like the noon, the late afternoon, because that's when, you know, everything's got like a soft, you know, orange hazy glow to it, and the game just looks absolutely amazing around that time. Alright, here we are in Celadon City. So I thought just right now that I would take you guys on a little tour. See, look right here. There's literally clouds, okay? There are clouds that dynamically go over the city, which is just an absolutely insane detail. So I'm going to walk around with my Ivysaur right here and just look at the level of detail in this game. It is absolutely insane. Obviously, right here is the game corner. I would go in and show you around, but if I'm honest, I've got a glitch in my game personally at the minute where there isn't a full translation, and I've kind of sent in the details to Kit and he's working to fix it. So there are some glitches, but trust me, if you have played Pokemon before, you will not have an issue with the translation. It's just a little minor inconvenience that can, you know, it just annoys some people. Right here, again, unlike the original games, there's a river. There's a river which is, it just blends really well into Celadon City. Let's go into this building right here. This is the developers building, which is very interesting because if you go into the elevator right here, over to the buttons here, as you can tell, I'm sorry about this, you know, it's still in French for some reason. Kit is working on a fix, so please don't let that deter you away from the game. The game is absolutely amazing. So these are actually the developers of the tools that Kit is using to make this game. So if we go up to the top level of this, something weird is going to happen. You will see right here, that's me. So if we interact with me, this is actually Kit, and he asks you how you are. I've named myself Red because obviously, you know, immersion. But what's actually cool about Kit is he's actually very generous within the game. He gives you a shiny Eevee, which I have used to get a shiny Leafeon, which I kind of regret because I didn't realise that shiny Leafeon was very boring. But that's besides the point. Now, you can see right here that I am on the map, and that is because Kit has actually set himself up for a lot of content which is going to make the game extremely, extremely good. Now, again, like I said earlier, only about just over half of Kanto is done. So there's you can't exactly go to Fuchsia City at the minute. The last city that you can go to is Saffron City. But besides from that, in later updates, you're going to be able to go to the Sevi Islands. You're going to be able to go to Sinnoh, which is absolutely insane because I've never seen a fan game where you can go to Sinnoh. You can go to Johto, and you can go to Hoenn. Again, these are going to be in later updates, okay? Emphasis, later updates, okay? Kit is a single developer, and it's going to take him a very, very long time to get to those points, but he's an absolutely amazing guy, so I guarantee that when those updates come out, they are going to be absolutely amazing. So, if you didn't believe me earlier when I said that the game has a lot of detail to it and looks absolutely amazing, this is Lavender Town. Lavender Town is, you know, in the games a little bit too bright, if I'm honest, for how much of a story that it has. If you factor in the fan stuff, you know, the traditional game stuff, it's always a little bit too bright. So Kit has actually made it seem a lot darker than it usually is, which I actually really, really like. The level of detail is insane. Like if we go over here, it will gradually, you know, become lighter and lighter. See? Gradually becoming lighter and lighter. And I think Kit has purposely done that because it's to put emphasis on how dark and gloomy and, you know, depressing a place like Lavender Town is. So the next thing that I want to talk about is you don't actually get your traditional menu that drops down in the top right. You get a phone. The best feature in this phone, and in the entire game in my opinion, is that as long as you get the HMs and you have a Pokemon on your team that can learn that HM, you don't have to teach the HM to the Pokemon. My Kadabra, look, knows Confusion, Recover, Psychic, and Psycho Cut. I don't actually use this Kadabra, okay? I caught it so I could use Teleport and get around faster. So, it doesn't know Teleport, but I can still Teleport. So that's a very cool feature in the game, you know? You don't have to have HMs on your Pokemon unless you want to be weird and teach them the HMs. I'm going to try and leave a link to the Discord in my description or even in the comments, probably both to be honest, because this game is just truly amazing. And what Kit is doing here is something many developers are scared to do and what Nintendo will never do. Kit is doing it completely by himself. He has beta testers for like the updates before they come out, so then he can fix stuff before the update comes out for everyone else, which is absolutely goddamn amazing. But you will notice on the Discord that he is doing this, one, by himself, but two, as a non-profit like thing, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Because Kit is a single developer and he doesn't have the money to get the launcher scanned by Microsoft, Microsoft Defender will actually jump in and say, "Whoa, that could be a virus. You sure you want to open that? Please just ignore that, okay? I have scanned it with at least 3 antiviruses. There is nothing there, okay? The only reason why Microsoft Defender jumps in and says, whoa, stop it, is because Kit doesn't have the money to send in the launcher to Microsoft, get it scanned and checked by them for viruses, and then sent back to him and made sure that it's absolutely okay to open. But I promise you, with everything in my body, that it is not a scam, and it's not going to blow up your goddamn PC. At this rate, I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys, you know, want to play this game. This is truly an amazing fan game, so I highly, highly, highly recommend it to you. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, share, and like the channel, and I will see you all in the next video, whatever that is. Goodbye.